Shooting fashion shows is actually very difficult because once the music starts and the models are walking, I mean that's it. Like you get the shot or you miss the shot. You can't, like, you can't tell. Hey, listen, guys, I missed this one. Can we stop the music? Models, can you go back and start again? It doesn't work like that. Not like a photo shoot where you can tell the model, I need you to do this. You can stop, you can readjust the lighting. Then I need to shoot it this way. So, shooting fashion shows is a beautiful exercise on learning how to shoot good video or maybe cinema or introduction to cinema. Because what happens is you are committed. You either get the shot or you lose the shot. And I've been shooting fashion shows for quite a while. I'm not very good at it. I tend to do a pretty good job, but I'm not very good at it. And I noticed that whenever I'm looking at my dailies, I have hits and misses. Like I have some stuff that it's really very good. I can't even believe that I even got it. Like, what was I thinking that I got it? And then there are some other shots where, man, it's just terrible. Like I don't know what went wrong, what I was thinking. Because, like, see, if you look at this scene right now over here, this is like a behind the scenes, like behind the like backstage. And of course I caught her at a moment, and then she obviously, she's a professional model, so she knew exactly what I was doing. So she was also, like, acting out a little bit, looking here, looking there. And it's kind of nice because, when I look at it, it's easy to get a nice shot done. But uh, but this is probably one of the better shots. If you look at my other shots, which I probably will not show to you, this was terrible. But you try to get as much as you can, and then you edit it together and you make it work. This one is a runway shot, and it's really nice. Now, when I shoot runway, I don't like to shoot from the front, because when you shoot from the front, you don't get too many angles. You just get the model walking towards you, and then the model walking away from you. So it's very like a straight angle. Nothing wrong. It's beautiful. People do it all the time. But I like to shoot from the side, because if you look at this, you can see of course, this is an edited shot. So you can see that I can get her from kind of like from the front, from the side, and I can go and I can see, it's like it's behind her. So I can get like a nice kind of like a 180-degree type of thing, which makes it nice in the edit. Let me see if I can show you something different. This was like photography. Okay, here's another one. So, like, if you look at this one over here, you can see I'm shooting it from this angle, and then as she's walking, I can get the entire thing. So I always, whenever I shoot videos, I always do it this way, because, like you see, if she's walking, you can see I can track her. I can follow with my camera. I notice the lighting, how the lighting is, and I can just go this way, and I can get. So basically, I'm doing the designer a favor, because I am trying to show the design very nicely from a more like 180 degrees, as compared to only shooting the front and the back. Like, if you're in the front, you just shoot her when she's coming towards you, and then when she's going away from you, you're shooting the back, and that's about it. Let me see if I can get another shot to show you. So here's another one. Here's a couple of them. This is a good shot from really far, and I'm using a 25 millimeter on my Blackmagic camera. So I have a manual focus, of course. So no LiDAR or something like that, is manual focus, and I'm focusing her as she's coming towards me. Because remember, if you know anything about cinema cameras, this is all manual. You need to do it. And I'm doing a pretty good job. At this point, I should know what I'm doing, right? And I'm keeping her absolutely in focus. My Blackmagic camera, like all cinema cameras actually have this. All high-end cameras have it, where there's something known as a focus assist. So it's like this red line that shows up. It doesn't show up now, but it shows up on the camera, so that I know that I'm in focus. And because it is a f1.8 25 millimeter, there's quite a lot of distance between me and the girl. But when she's moving, the focusing is changing, because her distance between, like, when she started out, is kind of far away. Then as she's walking, she gets closer to me, and then she kind of moves far away, because remember, I'm not shooting straight up, I'm shooting from an angle. But I'm also paying attention to the light, as you can see. So when I position myself, I make sure that I know where the light is, so that way I can see if I can get a little bit of cinema. Now, this is not a very good edit. I'm working on it still, but I'm trying to take my footage to a point, and then from there I will invest more time and try to do more, like really do more. Here, there's a little bit of uh, uh, a mirror on the other side, so a little bit of a saw lighter thing. Not exactly, but like reflection. I've shot this venue before, so I kind of like know a lot about the venue. I study it. I carefully understand the distancing. I don't have a light meter. I mean, I don't have a distance meter, so I can't always check the distance. But when I'm there, I go before, like earlier, before the show starts, before the audience walks in, and if there's anybody walking around, I will actually, lock in as best as I can and look at my number so that I know where I am. But it's kind of hard on a 25 millimeter because the lens is very small. But it shoots nice and wide, which is really cool. This one is a very nice one over here where the girl was posing for the photographers in the front. I know where the light is coming from, so I can catch her like really nicely from an angle, which is really, really cool. I love backstage stuff because I can really control my shots much more nicer. But anyway, so when you're doing cinema, basically what you're doing is you are. I remember at this show, a photographer walked up to me and gave me a compliment, and he said, "Hey, listen, do you know that you're the only person who's actually doing cinema here today?" Because he saw my whole setup. I had a monitor, field monitor, and then I had my cinema camera, of course, and I had my focus puller. Nobody else had that kind of setup because I'm going there with the intention of shooting cinema. I'm going there with that intention. I'm not there to shoot video and then turn it to cinema. See, that's one of the things that you must understand, that when you're shooting, are you doing video or you're doing very excellent video, which is what most people are doing, and passing it off as cinema, which is kind of like, that's not correct. You're shooting excellent video and just call it excellent video. Don't say cinema, cinematic, all that stuff. I mean, that's just really, you're insulting everybody in the cinema business. And then there's some of us who are going to shoot cinema. If anybody who was professional in cinema would walk into that venue, I think they're probably going to make a beeline straight for me, because they will see what I am doing and they'll be like, wow, this guy's shooting cinema. He's not doing video at all. I'm still working on these shots. I'm trying to fix some stuff because I didn't do everything very nicely, of course. I'm a student, I'm learning, but I'm learning really fast, and these shots look so much more better than my previous stuff, because my previous stuff, my lighting was really bad. Everything was just blown out, which was really bad. Then I learned about, I mean, I perfected, not perfected, but I really, really learned about what's it called? Color. Oh my God. It's been a long day. It's a color thing. And it's not zebras, it's called color or something. And it shows the different exposure rates. And it is so nice because I can actually, what is this? Okay, here. This is actually, I was working on this shot. This one's really nice. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at it, she's really lit up very beautifully, very balanced. The focusing is very nice. There's a very cinema grain to the whole thing, but the entire audience is in dark. I use a masking for this. So this way I can isolate her from everything else, so that when you're looking at the scene, this is like my hero shot, right? So this is where I'm trying to like show that's the model. We know we're at a fashion show. Everybody's there, but she's obviously in focus a little bit away from, like separated from everything else. I'm not done yet. I'm still working on it. So basically, when you're doing cinema, you're asking yourself, how are you shooting? You have to pay attention to the lights. It is best to always to be at an angle. It seems to be much better that way as compared to shooting something that is dead on. Like even now, if you're looking at this video, I have my Sony camera over there, and I have my field monitor, which is this. I don't know if you can see this right over here. Can you see it? It's right there. So that way I can see my composition. My chair is kind of low, so I went a little bit low. But I always sit relaxed and I'm working on this monitor, and I have another monitor over here for my grading. I do have my speed editor over here. I love the speed editor. It's so cool. Oh my God. I could not believe I spent so much time editing without a speed editor. I saved up religiously and I picked up the speed editor before the prices went up. So I have the speed editor, which is really cool. I don't use all the functions, but it has I can really zero in, hone in on little things and make the edit so much more pleasing. Thank you for your visit. I hope this conversation we had was a little bit helpful. I hope you stayed for the entire conversation, because that's what I want. I don't want to do talking points. I just want to talk. And in the conversation, I want you to I want to trigger things in your head where you're like, oh, interesting. So next time when I'm shooting, I need to look at the light. I need to position here. I need to try this. I need to try that. And trying out things is the way to go, because then you understand where your shot is, and try to get a lot of things done in camera, please, if you can. So that way, when you come to the computer, you have less to do. I know most people say, "I'll just shoot whatever it is and then come here. We try to fix it." And then they spend, like, I can edit this video, this fashion sequence, inside maybe 3-4 days. Normally, it will take people maybe 1 week to 3 weeks to do it. I can do it in less than 1 week now, which is pretty cool. Thank you. See you in my next episode. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. It helps me out. I must say it, right? Like and subscribe. If you like my stuff. If you don't like my stuff, then obviously don't do anything. But if you like it, you like the support, I appreciate it. Of course, it really helps. It's such a big deal. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.